Good evening, everyone. It is January 2nd. I have tried to film this video a few times now, and I've gotten interrupted each time. I actually started on New Year's Eve, and then my husband came home from work, and we ended up having some last-minute New Year's Eve plans. So I did about half the video, and then got cut off, and I just decided, you know, I just really wanted to sit down and film this all in one. Number one, I'm not a huge fan of having to edit, and number two, I was going kind of fast with that video because I knew he was coming home, and I wanted to take my time a little bit more than I did anyway, so I'm just refilming it, so that's fine. I have not done a video it's been at least a few weeks, and I apologize for that. I have 10 subscribers on this channel now, which I know is a very small amount, but to me that is so exciting. The fact that there are 10 people who are interested in watching me talk about candles is so cool. And I've meant to be much more consistent with this channel. However, we had a very unexpected tragic death in the family, and we've really just been very consumed with that, not just in terms of time, but even emotional availability. It's been a difficult couple of weeks. We haven't been home a lot, so I just haven't really had the energy or the time or really the desire or motivation to sit down and to film a video about something happy, because we've been grieving. So we are just sort of getting back into the routine of things, and I thought, you know what, now would be a good time to sit down and film. My husband and my little one are asleep, so I have the house to myself, and I'm hoping that he will stay asleep long enough that I'll be able to maybe just film this video and not take any breaks, not have to even pause it. So without further ado, I will get into it. So this this is going to be a very large combined haul. I have Kringle candles, I have a Yankee candle, I have Bath and Body Works candles, I have a Village candle. This is essentially a collective haul of a Kringle purchase that I made, as well as some things I picked up on clearance, as well as some Christmas gifts. So I thought, oh, and I have some clearance wax melts as well. So I thought I would just do an all-in-one video rather than separate videos. It's going to be on the longer side, but I personally enjoy watching those types of videos for myself as a viewer. So I figured I would just group it all into one. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll kind of do the stragglers first. So my mom was able to find at her Marshall's a Village candle, the Village candle that I have raved about in a previous review on this channel, which is Chalet Latte. It's crushed lavender, dark cocoa, and vanilla bean. I got this on clearance from Home Goods in my location, and was not able to find any more despite loving the candle and loving how it performed. So I sent my mom on the hunt where she lives, and she was able to find one that they also put on clearance, and so she picked it up and made it one of my Christmas presents. So I am so excited, so grateful to have another Chalet Latte. So I won't feel nearly as guilty about burning the rest of the one that I have partially burned already. Oh yeah, that's just so good. Truly, truly a favorite. Very good. Okay, so then moving on to Yankee stuff. I stopped at Target, I think on the 29th. They put things on clearance, and I think the 29th is when they went 70% off. I know it was the first day that they went 70% off that I went to Target to do a little bit of their Christmas clearance shopping, and I found 2 of the Parisian holiday brunch candles. One went to my sister, and I kept one. So these were 70% off. Normally, I think they're like $16.98. So it really brought it down to not super expensive. I think it was like $5.39 or something like that, whatever 70% off would be. And that would be about the most I'd be willing to pay for this candle, even at that price point of $5.39. I'm kind of iffy about it. So I smelled this when the collection first came out, and I didn't like it. And I just got this because it was on clearance, but I don't know. I mean, maybe something different will come out when it's warmed. Maybe this is just one of those candles where the notes are super funky, you know, when it's just on cold, and then it really comes together when it's burned. But there is something kind of vomit worthy about this. So it's not like a sweet bakery to me, or even a buttery bakery. It's not really, it's almost like very, very yeasty, like a very yeasty fresh baked bread. And I normally like fresh baked bread fragrances, but this is just, there's something, it's like a very yeasty fresh baked bread with some sort of rotten fruit. I mean, seriously, that's how it comes off to me on cold. So I don't know. We'll see what happens on warm. So I should have mentioned, I do plan to do, the only candle that or fragrance that I have here that I've already done a review on is Village Candles Chalet Latte. So that first candle I will not do another review on, but the rest of these are brand new to me and brand new to the channel. So I will certainly be doing reviews on all of these fragrances. So I don't plan to go super in depth with all of the, well, I don't have any of the notes in front of me, but I don't plan to go super in depth with the cold sniffs, because I'll be doing a full in-depth review on each of these as I melt them or burn them. So I'm just gonna go kind of quickly when I'm sort of describing what I'm smelling. But yeah, this is, I don't know about this. I'm gonna give it a try. We'll have to see. Okay, so then other Yankee stuff. I have a bunch of Yankee wax melts that my mom found on clearance at her Meijer's. So I have another, I did a review of Pumpkin Maple Cream Caramel a couple of months ago, so I was able to grab another one from what she purchased for 55 cents. So can't get better than that, right? 90% off. Yeah, and this is really good. Oh, yeah, beautiful, beautiful pumpkin bakery. The next one is, let's see, and I have several of each of these. The pumpkin cream caramel I only have one of, but the rest of these I have like 5 of each. So Paddling on the Lake. Let's see here. I can get it open. So this is cologne-y. This is the cologne type fragrance, but there is also a nice mint in here that's making this a lot more tolerable for being a cologne. Yeah, it's not really even aquatic. It's just like very like ozone. But there is a nice mint. So I have to be careful with fragrances that are heavy on the cologne because they can be headache inducing for me. So this is one that I will most likely melt in a larger space, just so that the fragrance itself isn't super concentrated. Normally I like a very concentrated fragrance, but not if it's going to be really heavy on the cologne. Okay, I have a spiced pumpkin. It's been a while since I've melted or burned a spiced pumpkin. This doesn't really smell like what I remembered. It's a very spicy cinnamon, like a red hot cinnamon, but under that there's also like a pumpkin flesh. This is a little bit better than what I remembered. Huh, okay. I don't know that I will melt this. Paddling on the Lake I'll melt this year yet, or you know, this season, but spiced pumpkin will probably be for next fall. Okay, Woodland Weekend Memories. Okay. I'm kind of having a hard time like picking out what I'm all smelling. I think there's maybe like some tea in here. Maybe some tea and like a cashmere blanket type of fragrance. Maybe some musk. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not, like I said, if these weren't 90% off, I didn't pick them up when they first came out, and I wouldn't, I honestly, okay, if I saw these at my Meijer's for 55 cents, yeah, I would have bought them. But that's about all I would have paid, because I'm just not a huge fan of this collection. So anyway, okay. Log Cabin Flannel. I already melted this one, so this is gonna be kind of a spoiler. This is just like a lumberjack cologne is the best way I can describe this. A lumberjack cologne. It's a very woody cologne. Yep. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of pop these on here so you can see how many of each my mom picked up for me. Just throwing these all over the place. Okay. So I have, so not really 5 of each, but I've got 3 Woodland Weekend Memories. I have 1 Spiced Pumpkin. I have 4 Paddling on the Lake, 1 Pumpkin Maple Cream Caramel, and 4 Log Cabin Flannels. Okay. So, put these back, because then we'll move on to the Bath and Body Works candles. Okay. All right, so Bath and Body Works candles. Candle Day. These are a few of the fragrances that I could not find, or I did not find at my store, so I sent my mom on the hunt, and she used them as Christmas gifts. One of them is Backyard Honeysuckle. This is just so beautiful. This is such a beautiful garden floral. It's not powdery, it's not perfumey. It's like you're just sticking your nose directly into a bouquet of honeysuckle. It's beautiful. The notes here are sweet honeysuckle. I can put that in front of the camera. Oops. I'm making so much noise. Sweet honeysuckle, orange flower blossom, and neroli nectar. Yeah, just such a beautiful, fresh, genuine floral. Really nice. I like a good lilac too. Okay. So that is Backyard Honeysuckle. And then we have Pink Lavender and Espresso. This has been much talked about on YouTube. So this is to me, this is an herbal lavender mixed with like a freshly brewed coffee. Let's see the notes here. The notes on the back are rich pink lavender, caramel espresso beans, and smooth vanilla. Okay, yeah, I get the caramel. I don't know that I get like a distinct vanilla, but I get the caramel. It's nice. I would say though, in comparison to Chalet Latte, I prefer Chalet Latte. Now, if you watched my review, as I discussed in that video, I don't believe that Chalet Latte actually has a coffee note whatsoever. I think it's really just that dark cocoa. But it's just such a Oh, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous combination, and I love the lavender in here. So I would take Chalet Latte over pink lavender and espresso, but I have actually never burned pink lavender in espresso, so we'll have to see what that actually ends up smelling like when it's burned on warm. But it's nice. It's nice. Okay. And then last Bath & Body Works candle is Fresh Orange. The notes on this are freshly picked orange, sparkling citrus, and lemon twist. Now I heard people say that this was like a very true to life orange. Yeah, I don't know about that. I've definitely had wax that I felt was more of a genuine citrus orange than I feel this is. To me, this is more of a body care orange. It's more of, it's a little bit, just a little bit like perfumey. There's a little bit of floral in here to my nose. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I am not poo-pooing this fragrance by any means. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. It's just, it's kind of like a beautiful, slightly floral, sweet orange. Okay, so, wait, let me just put these aside so they're not in my way. All right. So then we've got Kringle. So I have 2 Kringle candles, I have a few daylights, and then the rest are wax melts. Now, this is going to be the bulk of this video because there is a lot. I wanna say, I think there's like at least 25 wax melts. Like I said, the 2 candles, and then I think 5 or 6 daylights. So it's a lot. So I'm just gonna get started. So one of the 2 candles is Crimson Park. Now I don't really remember the notes on this. However, I remember it was unique. And upon smelling it, it smells unique. I've not had a candle or fragrance anything like this before. Oh, it's really good. Yeah, it's really, really good. I don't even want to say what I'm smelling because I'm smelling so much, and maybe there's a few things that I can pick out, but this is really one of those fragrances where it's blended so beautifully that it creates just something entirely of its own, if that makes sense. It's a little perfumey, it's a little spicy, maybe like just like a slight like chai spiciness to it. There's like a fresh fallen leaves fragrance, maybe a little bit of patchouli. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Now, one thing I noticed, and maybe someone can tell me, these, like the seal on these lids feels a lot cheaper than I remember them feeling. I mean, my last Kringle order was about a year and a half ago maybe, but I felt like this part was like more of a rubbery texture, and now it's just like a very cheap plastic. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of a change in quality in my opinion. Maybe I'm remembering it incorrectly. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. But you can see it's just their beautiful kind of creamy white wax. Beautiful label. That's all stayed the same. But yeah, this is really pretty. I think I would burn this even now. I know it's marketed as a fall fragrance, but to me it's not like a super heavy pumpkin or a super heavy cinnamon where you just automatically think, oh, this is fall 100%. I feel like this could be really any time in fall or winter. So that's really beautiful. Maybe some tonka in there too. And then the second candle is Wisteria. Okay. So this is kind of, this is gonna sound bad, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but this is kind of like an old lady's floral perfume. It's kind of powdery, but I feel like there's maybe some jasmine in here too. I like it. I actually think this would make like a great bathroom or bedroom fragrance. What worries me about this though is that it smells kind of light. I don't know why it's smelling that light. Also not something I'm really used to with Kringle. Normally at least the candles I purchased from them have performed pretty well. Like they've been pretty strong, and I'm pretty sure they started out strong on cold. So that makes me a little bit nervous, but beautiful fragrance nonetheless. So, and again, because I think it would be good in the bedroom or the bathroom, I'll probably just start out burning it in one of those rooms since it seems like it might be on the lighter side. So we'll see how that performs. Okay. So those are the candles, and then moving on to the daylights. Now the reason that I got daylights is because they were sold out of these in the wax melts. Normally I do not, normally I do not purchase daylights because they don't perform very well for me, even in very small spaces. So what I do instead is I actually melt the daylights. So I just kind of pop the wax out and then put the wax in a warmer. So I almost treat them like wax melts, because if I light them up, they don't really do well. So at least that's in my opinion. Okay, so starting off with cardamom gingerbread. Okay, that's really good. Ooh, I like that a lot. So I definitely get that cardamom. And the ginger that I'm getting in here is kind of like a crystallized ginger. So gingerbread would make you, in the picture, would make you think that this is going to be a very like bakery heavy ginger. And it's not. It's not. It's like a very upscale ginger. Ooh, but I like this a lot. Okay, that's really good. I can't wait to see how that does when I melt it. Okay, next we have Sanctuary. Now this I can't, so like I said, this is a haul from a while ago. And I don't even know if Sanctuary is on the website anymore, because I was trying to look up the notes earlier and I couldn't find any. I couldn't find it on the website. And there's my cat there. Okay, so this is, you would think with the picture and the name that this would be kind of a cologne-y fragrance, but it's actually more perfumey. It's quite perfumey. Kind of like a fresh air, almost like Bath and Body Works kind of fresh air, body care type of scent. Okay, almost a little soapy. It's not bad. It's just not really what I was expecting, so that's interesting. Then we have, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, so I apologize if I'm butchering this. I think it's Velo. Okay, I think I'm getting some patchouli in there. Maybe a little floral. Those are two things that I'm pretty certain of. There's other things I'm smelling, I just can't pick out exactly what they are. But this is nice. Okay. This is Pumpkin Peppercorn. Okay, so the first thing that I get is a very, it's like Yankee Candle's sparkling cinnamon type of cinnamon. And there's other things underneath here that I like a lot. Like I can get other notes, but this is so overtaken by that cinnamon. that I just almost can't smell anything else unless I'm really, really searching. Oh, that's unfortunate because it's not bad. I just, there's other notes in here that I wish were coming out more, and they are being completely, they're just drowned in cinnamon. Huh. Okay, so that'll be one that's interesting to see how that performs when I melt it, if I end up smelling some of those other notes more clearly, or if maybe they'll even more so be just completely overwhelmed by cinnamon. Because cinnamon tends to be a pretty strong note when it's melted, when it's warmed. Huh, okay. Then we have white chocolate chai. Some beautiful pictures on here. Oh, okay, I love this. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so beautiful chai spices, just beautiful, beautiful chai spices. And then there's like a frothy creaminess. That is good. Like almost like a white chocolate, oh gosh, like a white chocolate mocha with chai spices or something. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, I can't stop smelling it. Okay, that's really nice. I am very excited about that. So that is white chocolate chai. I don't know, I can't remember when I did this purchase if they offered that in candle form, but I wish I'd gotten that in candle form just to have more of it. Okay, so this is, I'm smelling it, I haven't even showed you. This is sweet potato pie. And this is good. So I get some marshmallow, like some toasted marshmallow. There's maybe a little bit of like a butteriness to this. Maybe some nutmeg in here, maybe just a little bit of cinnamon, but it doesn't overtake the fragrance. And then, you know, there's something in here that's just maybe a little savory. I can't really tell if what I'm smelling is like sweet potato or if it's more like pumpkin flesh, because they both, you know, when you add in the fall spices and the other stuff, they kind of come off as similar. But this is nice. This is kind of almost bakery, actually. I like this. Okay, so that's sweet potato pie. All right, I've been sitting on my foot, and now my foot's falling asleep. I'm just gonna take a little sip of my tea. Okay, so those are the daylights. So now I'm gonna get into this huge box of wax melts. Okay. All right. Okay, dragon fruit lemonade. So I should say that these are not necessarily specific to any season. This was just a huge clearance sale haul. So this is Country Candle. This is good. This is exactly what I expected. It's just a very fruity lemonade. Yep. Okay. Daydreams. Okay, so this is kind of like a almost like a very like almost a little aquatic, kind of some like a fresh air, yeah, kind of aquatic, but it's sweet as well. I feel like there's maybe some like cotton candy in here. It's a little perfumey, maybe like a tiare flower. That's nice. That's very pretty. Kind of reminds me of I don't know, it's almost like a nostalgic fragrance for me. Like I maybe had like a perfume that was similar to this as a little girl or something. Okay. Then we have Clearwater Creek. Okay, so there's definitely an aquatic note in here. An aquatic and then kind of like a crunchy leaves. Maybe some amber. That's nice. So it's Clearwater Creek. Okay, and then we have coconut and marshmallow. Okay, so it's funny because this smells very similar to the Bath and Body Works candle that I'm burning right now, which is Frosted Coconut Snowball. I'm sure the notes are very similar. And I like it a lot. It's kind of like there's like a coconut and a marshmallow with kind of like maybe like almost a light musk in here as well. But that's good. That's good. I like my coconut fragrances. So, coconut marshmallow. Okay. And then we've got Pineapple Rita. Oh, that's good. This is almost giving me kind of like pineapple mojito kind of vibes to it. Because there's some sort of like herbal note in here. I can't tell if it's like a mint sprig or what it is, but I definitely get the pineapple. There's really no boozy note in here. It's almost like a pineapple and a mint. I could be totally wrong, but it's nice though. It's very nice. Okay, and then we have Cheers. So this is one that I was going to melt on New Year's Eve, but we ended up not being here. And I also didn't get the video done in time because I was going to do the video, you know, before I melted anything. So, but this is really good. Yeah, this is, now you have to like boozy notes to like this. This is champagne. Like it's just champagne with like it's not even an overly sweet champagne. It's just champagne. And I love it. I love champagne. I like the smell of champagne. So I like this. Okay. Gingerbread latte. Okay. So there's a coffee note here. Some ginger. It isn't there's no bakery or anything. It's like creamy ginger coffee. There's something else. Maybe even like a little bit of a chocolate, or like a white chocolate note. But it's just a beautiful, frothy, creamy ginger coffee. Beautiful. Right up my alley. Okay. And then we have Warm and Fuzzy. Okay, so yeah, kind of like a cashmere, maybe some amber, some musk. Definitely a very cashmere blanket type of fragrance. And I should have been showing you the wax this whole time, and I really haven't been. But I love that, you know, Kringle Country Candle, that they do the colored wax. I think it's just so pretty. The dragon fruit lemonade had such pretty colored wax as well. And I think, what was the other colored one? Daydreams. And then gingerbread latte that matched the... Okay. All right, let's continue on. Harvest Moon. Ooh, that's unique. Okay, so I think there's some patchouli in here. There's some wood, like ozone. There's something else. Is it maybe like a black pepper? There's something like spicy about this. I'm curious about the notes on this one. That's Harvest Moon. Okay. Paradise Breeze. So this is very coconut. Coconut, maybe like some salty sea air. Maybe a little bit of some other sort of fruit, tropical fruit. But coconut is first and foremost. It smells like coconut, you know, coconut sunscreen. That's good. Okay. Then we have a holiday cookies. So this is just your very standard sugar cookie fragrance. It's very similar to Yankee Candle's sugar cookie, their holiday cookie, or Christmas cookie, whatever it's called. I will say this smells a little bit light on cold though. And then the others actually were, all of the other wax melts were quite strong. And here's the wax for the Paradise Breeze. I don't know if I showed you that. But that holiday cookies does smell a little bit light. And here's the just black wax for the Harvest Moon. Oh yeah, that one's really interesting. Anyway, so holiday cookies is nothing really special to it. Okay, so then moving on, Mango Nectar. Beautiful light blue wax. Oh yeah, okay, so this is beautiful mango, beautiful sweet sugary mango with kind of like an ocean breeze smell to it as well. Maybe even like a little bit of like some sort of driftwood in here. Oh, that's really nice. That's really good. I love mango. I have been on a kick of buying Costco's organic frozen mango chunks. You get like 5 pounds for 10 bucks. Amazing. Like just perfectly ripe, delicious, organic mango. Love it. Mix it with yogurt. Okay, so this is Fruit and Flakes. Just white wax. So this is kind of weird to me because I don't know what I was expecting with Fruit and Flakes. But it's not really this, because this is coming off as a very, like kind of a sweet bakery. And Fruit and Flakes I wouldn't think would be this sweet. Yeah, it's like a cake. Like a yellow cake or a cake batter type of fragrance to me, with maybe a little bit of a berry note. It's good. It's good. It's just not quite what I was expecting with that name. Okay. And then we have Frosted Cranberries. Got some beautiful red wax. Yeah, that's it's like a tart cranberry, but there's also something sugary about this. Almost kind of like a cranberry chutney, but not nearly as good as Yankee Candle's cranberry chutney. This is like a little bit more, it's almost a little bit perfumey. I'm trying to pop this out to smell the bottom here. Okay, so I get much more of that. Wow. Wow. That was almost nose clearing. Much more of that tart cranberry on the bottom. Maybe like a little bit of a mint or a eucalyptus, like just a hint. Yeah, I think so. Maybe like a little bit of a eucalyptus or something. Okay, frosted cranberries. And then we have Mystic Sands. And this is white wax. Okay, so this is like your very traditional Zen spa essential oil type of fragrance. Yeah, it's what I would expect to smell if I was getting a massage in a spa. It's good. It's good. Just, you know, exactly what you would expect. I feel like fragrances like this are kind of a dime a dozen, but like I said, these were on clearance, and I actually think these were like $1.25 a piece. Like, it was ridiculous clearance. So I pretty much got everything that I didn't think I was going to be repulsed by, because why not for that price? Cherry chai. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna pop this one out too to kind of try to smell the bottom here. Okay, so the chai spices that I'm getting in here are not quite as genuine as the chai spices that I got in like that, what was it called? White chocolate chai. But they are beautiful spices nonetheless. And the cherry is, oh gosh, maybe leans just like a hint medicinal, but it's not really a bad thing. It's unique. This is a really unique fragrance. And there's like a warmth to this as well that really makes you feel like, that makes it feel like this is a warm chai drink, not like something cool or iced. That's interesting. Okay. Cherry chai. All right. Then we've got Fresh Aspen Snow. Oh, that's gorgeous. And that's just your very traditional, beautifully well done, minty, fresh snow, sparkling snow with a little bit of some sort of balsam or pine or tree note here. Just beautiful. Makes you think of skiing. So Fresh Aspen Snow, and it is kind of like a gray colored wax. Okay. Next we have Crisp Apple Sage. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. Okay, so this is a tart green apple with a beautiful herbal sage. This smells so good. This smells like kind of like a very high end, like, you know, what you would maybe expect of like Nest. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Okay. This is probably, at the time it came out, I think this was in one of their fall lines, but I would melt this now. That's just gorgeous, and it's kind of herbal and just unique enough that it doesn't even scream fall to me. Oh, that's good. This is like almost an any time of year type of fragrance. It's really good. So, Crisp Apple Sage. Okay. And then we have blueberry French toast. So this reminds me of Scentsy's, one of Scentsy's blueberry bakery fragrances, which I think was like Blueberry Burst or something like that. Yep, blueberry, it's like a blueberry muffin, essentially. Now the blueberry in here does kind of lean artificial blueberry. Kind of. But it's, definitely a very blueberry muffin type of fragrance. Yankee Candle made a blueberry muffin, and that reminded me, and Scentsy's Blueberry Burst reminded me of Yankee Candle's blueberry muffin, and this reminds me of, and it's been a while since I've smelled Yankee's blueberry muffin, so now to me this scent memory is Blueberry Burst from Scentsy. So that's exactly what this smells like. But that's, I love blueberry. So this is one that I would probably mix with like a coffee or something, because I love blueberry bakery and coffee. Okay. See, I told you there's a lot. We are still going. We've still got quite a few more. Okay, Home for Christmas. Some beautiful poinsettias on the front there. And we've got some kind of dark green wax. And I don't know if I showed you the color of wax for Blueberry French Toast, but it's just kind of a lighter blue. Okay, so Home for Christmas. Yeah, this is kind of like a poinsettia, mistletoe, holly berry type of fragrance. Very Christmas, very Christmas. But I would still melt this into January. Okay. My pile over here is getting huge. I have to start moving things to make more room. Okay, so this is Winter Sangria. I'm just gonna take a sip of my tea really quick here, because my voice is getting a little crackly. Huh. Okay, so I don't know the notes of this, but oops. I'm popping it out to smell the bottom. Huh. I don't even know what I'm smelling. It's good. Again, I feel like there's like kind of like a mistletoe in here, in addition to like a sweet, almost like cranberry punch. There's something green. There's some sort of like spicy green, if you know what I mean. I think of mistletoe and poinsettia as kind of like a spicy green, and holly berry as and there's something like that in here, as well as I'm pretty sure some cranberry. There's maybe, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of a boozy note here. Yeah, it's something kind of distinctly alcohol-esque. That's interesting. I'll have to take a peek at the notes, because I know there's other things. I can smell other things in here. I just don't know what they are. So Winter Sangria, and that was beautiful red wax. Okay. And then we've got Golden Path. It's beautiful, like gold yellow wax. That's nice. Yeah, what is this? Because I recognize this fragrance. I just can't. Okay, so first of all, there's almost like some kind of pear. There's a warmth here, like a sunlight peeking through the trees. There's a woodiness. Oh, that's really nice. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful. Yeah, that's like taking a walk in autumn through the woods. That picture I think is perfect for how it smells. Oops. Okay. Then we've got Fiji. Light blue wax. Yeah, this is one, you know, what you would expect from like a tropical fragrance. Kind of evokes maybe like palm trees, and there's some fruit in here. There's something sweet and like tropical fruit. Maybe like kiwi or pineapple or something like that. That's nice. Okay. So that is Fiji. Okay. And then we have citrus and sage. Beautiful green, sage colored wax. Oh, I like that too. I love sage. Maybe it's that I just love sage, but I love sage. I think when you mix sage with just about anything, it adds something really gorgeous to a fragrance. Yeah, and this kind of smells like a mix of citrus to me. This smells like almost like a mix of orange, lemon, lime, and sage. The citrus in here isn't too sharp either, but it also isn't like sweet, if that makes sense. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. This reminds me of, okay, so this is really specific, but this reminds me of a shampoo or a body wash that I used at a hotel in Miami like 10 years ago. Isn't that crazy how scent memories are such a real thing? That's really nice. Okay. Next up, we have Holiday Pop. Now, I have had this before. I've never done a review on this channel of Holiday Pop, but I know for sure I've burned this candle. Okay, yep, and this is like this is actually what I would think winter sangria would have maybe smelled like. Because this is like boozy holiday punch. But I like my boozy notes, so if you're not a fan of boozy stuff, you might not like this. You know what this smells like? This is very similar to that like citrus boozy fragrance that just came out for winter from Yankee that I did a review on. Now I can't remember the name of it. Why can't I remember the name of it? Ugh, I don't know, but it was orange colored wax, but that's exactly what this reminds me of. Yeah, that's nice. I would melt that this month for sure, because again, it kind of gives you those New Year's champagne vibes. But there was like a fruit in there, which is in that, you know, the Cheers, that was that champagne fragrance. That was like just champagne. With the Holiday Pop, there's definitely some sort of fruit or citrus. Tinsel Time. I've had this one before too. And it's, yeah, thyme for sure. What else am I smelling in here? Maybe something minty. Yeah, there's something minty in here. Very traditional Christmas time fragrance. Very lovely. Again, I would continue to melt a fragrance like this into January, February. I just want to show you that the Holiday Pop has their white wax. Okay. Next up, I have, did I already do this one? No. Okay, I must have pulled two out. Sunday Fun Day. Okay, so this is kind of like a mimosa or rosé or a mix of the two. Yeah, a fruity drink. Little bit of a boozy note in here as well, which would make sense given the picture. Beautiful kind of orange colored wax. all of these smell very strong on cold, so I am excited about that. Salted waffle cone. Oh gosh, this is good. Okay, because I'm popping this one out so I can smell the bottom. Let's see here. Oh, this is good. This is like truly like a salty waffle cone. I mean, really, I've bought boxes of those before, you know, to scoop ice cream into. And that's what this smells like. And I feel like I'm getting like some vanilla bean ice cream as well. Like vanilla bean ice cream as in that specific type of ice cream where it's like a very white and then it's got like those little black specks of the vanilla bean in there. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Okay. And then we've got like 3 or 4 more, I think, 4 or 5 more. Peach Bellini. I have a lot of like boozy fragrances. Peach Bellini, though, this is not overly boozy to me. This is more like a frozen drink. Very similar to Bath & Body Works Peach Bellini. Beautiful. I think I've mentioned before, peach can be a little bit iffy for me, depending on what it's in and the type of peach. I love peach when it's actually peach. And this is really nice. I'm getting no like cat urine peach from this. None at all. This is nice. Yeah, very similar to Bath & Body Works Peach Bellini. And it's got beautiful peach colored wax. It's coming off a little bit more orangey on my phone, but it's more of like a pinky peach. Okay. Then we've got Cherry Tree. So I think it was Sarita from Coffee and Candles that talked about this one or that raved about this one. And it's very good, and I'm sorry I didn't get more because it's very good. Yeah, so this is, okay, so this is like a beautiful cherry blossom, but there's more to it. I feel like I'm smelling not just the cherry blossom, but the whole tree and the fragrance of the outdoors surrounding it too. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I would definitely get more of that. That's really good. Beautiful white wax. Okay. This is, I've had this one too, this before in candle form. This is Stardust. Gosh, what is this? Now this is really making me try to rack my brain for the notes in here. This is like a perfume that I know and I know well. What is this? Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. I think it's like a type of flower. It's some sort of floral. It's not jasmine, I don't think. What is this? Darn. I don't know. It's not coming to me, but I'll do a full review on this, so I'll have the notes when I do that. But this is nice. I'd melt this January, February, March. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay, so that is Stardust. Okay, and then I've got Frosty Branches. Kind of a beautiful sage wax again. Yeah. Okay, so this is very kind of herbal, kind of an herbal menthol, balsam, and something else. Is there, maybe there's like some thyme or some sage in here as well. It's really nice though. Frosty Branches. Okay. And then we've got one more, and that's perfect because we are at the hour mark, and I didn't really want this video to go much longer than an hour, so we are pretty much on track. This is Anjou and allspice. So Anjou pears and allspice. Ah, this is good. This is almost, this is like a, okay, this is like walking into a gift shop up north during the fall, or even like a farmer's market maybe. It's, oh, this is gorgeous. This is like fresh pear, and then just, oh, that allspice is really well blended here. This is like an upscale fall fragrance. It makes you think of, like food, but it also makes you think of food in the sense of like true to life pear, and maybe like a baked pear, but also, yes, it's just something kind of trendy or shabby chic about this too. Oh, this is really good. Really good. I mean, this is obviously marketed as a fall fragrance, but I think I'm actually gonna melt this at some point here within the next month, because I really want my house to smell like this. That is beautiful. Okay, so that is everything. So that was a big haul. That is a lot of wax to get through. I am going to try to do at least one review every other day. I would love to be able to do one review a day, but realistically, if I promise that, I just know it's not gonna happen. So every other day, or at least maybe, I'm shooting for like 4 days a week that I'll have a review. And I'm going to get through a good many of these new Kringle and Country Candle fragrances, new to me, not new, but new to me. And I always have a candle going either in my kitchen or my living room. I've limited myself to one candle burning at a time. The reason being is the soot. In my previous house where I burned candles constantly, when I did a spring cleaning one year, I was like literally taking black soot off of my walls. So I've kind of limited myself candle-wise to one candle burning at a time, and then, just filling all of my like 14 wax warmers. So anyway, I'm hoping to be able to get through some of this. I have a lot of other vendor wax to get through, just a large collection of stuff from all the way back to 2021 that I want to get to, because I don't really like my wax. I really don't like my wax going waiting to melt it until it's more than 3 years old. So I've got some stuff I've got to work my way through. That being said, there is another vendor that I want to purchase from coming up here this month, and that is Lavender and Speckles. I have not had the chance to try her wax yet, and I've heard very, very good things. So I will probably do a purchase from her pre-order this month. So anyway, that's everything that's going on wax-wise for me. I have reviews I need to do of several things that I've melted and have not made a video about as of yet. So those are on the docket as well. But otherwise, that pretty much sums up this haul. So thank you for watching. If there's anything specific that you saw that you'd really like me to melt or burn first because you'd like a review, I'm really happy to do that. I kind of just go day to day anyway with what I'm interested in melting. So I'm pretty open to suggestion if there's something you really want a review about sooner rather than later. So hope everyone had a lovely New Year's, and thank you for watching this video.